Hello everybody, this is Experiment Physics Awesomeness here, and today I'm going to be showing you another Knex set review, pretty much, but it's the electronic arcade, sadly. And now, I've actually built the SpeedBall, being the first video on YouTube history that they ever seen something like this. Literally, I built SpeedBall, and this is the first time anyone has ever reviewed SpeedBall from this Knex set. So that's what I've done today. I have finally did it. I finally built it, and now I'm actually showing you. So I honestly don't carry on the first one, but besides the commercial, it does not count as the first one. So yeah. But technically, it would be the second. This would be the second video ever, but since it's a showcase, it'd be the first video to be showcased. So, the flippers work pretty much the exact same. There's only one spacer here instead of the 8 inside back here. That's literally the only difference. There are a lot more problems with this game though, which is quite horrible. It's actually kind of bad. So, there's also bad sides to this. Like, you need a ton of rubber bands. You need 12 of them for just, yeah. You need 12, 4 for being the 2 pairs of flippers on each side, then 2 for the soccer net thing right here, which actually is kind of cool detail, and then 4 more for bumpers, actually, for the wall bumpers, so if I kind of hit it, you can kind of see that going. So yeah. Another thing is this, which when the ball goes in, it drops right in and hits the sensor. Now, the Switch, unlike the pinball, there's a 1-player and a 2-player mode, and that's why I like pinball better. But this is, you have to switch it all the way to the right, and this is what it looks like. So, this is the graphic. No, it doesn't come with 2 graphics, because this is actually double-sided. How am I going to show you this? So as you can see there, that's another graphic for the pinball game. And there's actually less bumps here than I expected. I'm impressed. So the bumps being here with the graphic, because of the graphics, it actually makes the game kind of slow. It's really hard to play, which is a problem. So I found out that the red ball that I have works the best for this. The black one looks a lot better for it though, and the red one looks a lot better for the pinball game. I thought so. I don't know. You can use either one. The Psycho Spinner works pretty much the same. The only difference is that there's no chain lift, and on this side there's these black pieces, and the scoreboard is here. The bumpers are still here for a specific reason, and they're not actually for points. So this makes sure that the game stays on, because after 2 minutes it does shut off. That's what it said in the instruction manual. So I was aware of it, so I just put all 4 bumpers here. I wanted to put these on there, otherwise if it didn't happen. So all 4 flippers are the exact same. This is exactly the same thing on the same side. Literally, both legs that I had to build are the exact same, so because I only built it twice. The only difference is this side and that side. That's about it. So yeah, it was actually a very easy build. A lot easier than the pinball one, actually. But the pinball one was more fun to build than just this thing. This was a little bit complicated though. So yeah, there's still bumps here, which is okay. Like I said, less bumps than the one in the pinball because it's flipped over. The clips, they're still here. This is the ball drop, so there's no actual plunger for it. So when I drop it, it just drops straight into the game. And then the Psycho Spinner just fires in a random direction, hoping it does. So there's actually a hole here, so you can push the ball out with your finger. That was kind of cool. I thought it was very smart actually. So I don't have another person to kind of test this out with me. And like I said, it is hard to play. So, oh, there's also more features to this. There's like this piece sticking out. So when the ball gets stuck, it just literally sits right there. So that way when you push the flipper, the ball goes over the flipper, and when you let go, it pushes it forward. Unlike the other side, it kind of has the same concept, but there's no piece on there. So it's kind of hard to push out on that side. And literally the exact side, not the exact side, and the other side's the exact same. So, yeah. I built this yesterday, actually, on Sunday. And while I was building this, I was trying to use a blue rubber band to build one of the flippers, and I suddenly broke them. So, and then I also, oh, okay. So I had to use these rubber bands because I ran out of red ones. So I'm gonna have to call Knex, I guess. Well, it doesn't work that way. It only works that way when you build the set when you buy the set right away. But they don't sell them anymore, which sucks. It's one of my favorite sets. So yeah, I will. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how it works. Besides the features. So it's literally like soccer, like I said. So you knock into the goals. And I add an extra roll to this. So if the ball gets stuck, you will have to be able to hit it with the flippers. And if you can't, that means you have to push it into the goal. So this kind of like stops it from actually going. And if you do. And yeah, you'll still be able to hit it. If someone just barely hits it in like that, that's what this, I don't know, it just adds an extra element to the game, which I thought was cool. Now, if I try to roll on the other side for some reason, it just goes. I don't know why. I think it's, I don't know. I think this isn't low enough, really. I think it's actually because of this part. I don't know if I did something wrong or what, but it's just not right. Not right to me. So yeah, that's literally it. So you score into the goal. The ball rolls down here. When it hits the sensor, the other person gets the point because they scored into the goal, of course. And when someone gets 10 points, wins. That's legit it. So I will start it for the sake of it. Sorry if it gets loud. I'll have to speak loud close to the camera. So I'll push start and it goes. So as you can see, it says 0 to 0. And when I serve this ball into the ball drop, it fires in a random direction. And it's kind of hard to play, like I said, because it keeps getting stuck back here sometimes. So I'll kind of fire in the other direction here. And also the ball does get stuck because of the graphic bumps. So like I said, it's really hard to play, and it's not really that fun. And then, there we go. Try to get the shot. Nope. So yeah, that's basically it. I'll kind of try to shoot it on here. So when it hits it, that sensor, it gives them a point. Same thing on the other side. You can even do this with the red ball as well. So the red ball works the exact same way. That almost gave them an instant point, which it did. And that makes that sound every time it hits the sensor. And same thing works on the other side. And the person with 10 points wins the game. So the person that gets 10 points does win. So it tells you player 1 gets 3 points, player 2 has 10 points. And then the weird, I think the spinner, the psycho spinner, only spins in one direction this time. So that's legit about it. If you guys actually want me to play this with someone, even though it is hard to play, like I said, you can probably tell by what just happened. The problem is that the board's kind of flat, but I know how they kind of made it so it does roll on the other side. This actually isn't flat. It kind of slants, just barely, and that's just so the ball does roll. And it did get stuck that time. But, yeah, every flipper works the same. Now I'm going to list a couple new problems, couple more problems with this. If you press the flipper too hard, then it tends to break.